Let's hear them, folks. Your score predictions for this game. Number 9, Michigan heads to Nebraska. On the road, night game, ABC. It's going to be one that, a lot of the country will be watching. Primetime matchup against a 3-3 Nebraska team that has shown some life recently. So predict the score down in the comments. The spread on this one is Michigan is a 3.5-point favorite, and the over-under right now is 52. I think it was end up being a 4-point favorite, end up moving to, but that's fine. 3.5-point favorite, 4-point favorite. It depends on what sportsbook you use. We, of course, use BetUS. Over-under, I've seen it vary from 50.5 to 52, 52.5, but as of now, filming this, it is 52. One note, though, I've seen some Nebraska fans talking trash about the split national title. When you watch TV, when you see the game come on, they're going to say number 9 Michigan. They're not going to say number 8 Michigan because that's the coaches poll. Michigan's number 8, right? Because nobody cares about the coaches poll, right? That's the one Nebraska won. It was a gift from coaches to Tom Osborne for retiring in '97. So just remember that, Nebraska fans who've been flooding the comments, talking trash, and doing it on your message board bull crap. All right, let's take some more questions. It's our Michigan and Nebraska game day mailbag. John, is it Quian, maybe? Do you think that this Michigan team has been built from the start to beat that team in Ohio? Go Blue. I just have one thing to say about that. Yes, I do. I think Michigan is, Jim Harbaugh is probably maybe has had to swallow his pride a little bit. Maybe he has tried to reassess things after the 2018 game where Michigan went into Columbus favored and got blown out. That hey, we're not going to win this series by running the ball, playing pro-style offense. We got to go get Josh Gattis and this speed and space offense that's never really existed. And that didn't work either. So now we're back to ground rate offense, and sometimes in life to kind of there's that saying, it's like if you can't beat them, join them. I guess if you can't beat them and you can't join them, you just got to be wildly different. And Michigan runs the ball at least right now more than any team in the country outside of the Service Academy. So I think that's actually built for Ohio State. I'm going to throw this one up there. Beat Ohio State again. I guarantee Jim Harbaugh has seen this, and they put up something similar in the weight room this offseason. So what are you doing to beat Ohio State today? So comment Bosa if you believe in the mantra and the movement that Michigan can and should, at least one every 3 years or so, beat Ohio State. So we're going to beat Ohio State again. We're going to start in the comments. Chris Little coming in. It's great that we're 5-0, but I feel like we've got a harsh reality coming our way. Do you feel like history is going to repeat itself when we play Michigan State, Penn State, and Ohio? I want this to be a special year, but given our history, I can't shake this all too familiar feeling. Let's take these both questions together. Go to the next one, producer Trace. I want to take this one, and then I'll give my take because they're kind of the same question. So A-Train 132 says, Yoder, when is the next Michigan football championship? Well, I certainly didn't think it was going to be this year coming into the season. Right now, why not? I don't know if anyone really knows what this Michigan team is, if they're really good or if they've just, had 5 average opponents. But I think this week, this game against Nebraska, and then in a few weeks against Michigan State will shape this season. All right. If you win those 2 games, I'm actually okay with the other outcomes. Obviously, you don't want to lose to Northwestern. You certainly can't lose to Maryland. But if you lose to Penn State, a top 5 Penn State team right now, and if you lose to Ohio State at home, there's not a single person who is of sound mind that predicted Michigan would beat Ohio State coming into this season, other than just a rabid Michigan fan or a Jim Harbaugh truther. So if you win those 2 games, I think the worst Michigan can be is a 10-2 regular season, which is 4 or 5 games better than most people, myself included, thought they would win. And you'll be in a New Year's Six bowl game. So that won't be championship level. But if you win those 2 games, Nebraska, and then 3 weeks from now, at Michigan State, you take care of business in Northwestern. You go into November undefeated, right? With 4 games to go, 2 games Indiana and Maryland that you should win. Although Indiana, we'll see. I mean, they've given Michigan a tough time. Maryland, and then if you lose those 2 games, Penn State, Ohio State, I think you can call the season successful, and you will have 19 of the 22 starters back, right? Only one guy loses eligibility after this year, and then you likely have maybe Daxton Hill, Aiden Hutchinson will go pro, leave eligibility on the table. But you'll bring back 10 starters on offense. You'll bring back 9 or 10 starters, or 9 starters probably on defense, with which should be a team that's ready to compete next season. The betting matchup tonight on this one, Michigan 4-point favorite is the final number we're putting in. We're giving these game day numbers. Over-under is 50.5 for this game. And I want to know from you guys, Will Michigan cover the 4-point spread tonight? Go ahead and answer below in the comments. Give me a Y for yes. Give me an N for no. And typically what happens with these things when we ask, will the team you're a fan about, not just Michigan fans, all fan bases, they say, well, of course we are. We're going to win the game. Who you got, this team or the team you don't like? It's always your team. And so I'm saying this, put your money where your mouth is. Put some money on the Wolverines. Go to BetUS, our sportsbook partner. Hit him, Producer Trace. Sportsbook partner BetUS. Chatsports.com/GoBlue will drop you on the sign-up page with our sportsbook partner BetUS. Go Blue is the promo code. You get a 125% deposit bonus. I'm hearing something in my ear, trying to confirm right now, and it is true. Hit it. Rap horn style. 1 day only. And for this game, if you get going with BetUS and you make your first bet before, let's just call it the end of the weekend. If you don't want to get one on a college site, make a bet on an NFL game on Sunday. If you do that, chatsports.com/GoBlue, promo code GoBlue. You email jersey@chatsports.com and we will send you us, not BetUS, us. So jersey@chatsports.com, we will send you a Michigan football Jordan brand jersey. We've got some number 4s and number 1s. In the size you want. We'll send it to you from us to you. You just got to tell us that you got going with BetUS. Send us a screenshot of your bet and your account number. We'll get your size information, etc., and get you a jersey in your hands in a week or so right after that. So go ahead and get started. Chatsports.com/GoBlue. Promo code is GoBlue with BetUS. Jeffrey coming in. What kind of last name is that? Give me a pronunciation. Producer Trace. What do you think? Olszewski. Jeffrey, if we got that right, I think Trace is just some sort of genius. He did go to Arkansas. They call it the Harvard of the South. How come in short yard situations, how Michigan doesn't do the quick hitter with the fullback? It seemed so effective. I missed that play, really. Okay, take a look at these stats that we pulled. Khalid Hill did absolutely nothing before Jim Harbaugh got there, right? I think 2013 he redshirted, 14 he was on the team. 15, he played a little bit, but he wasn't the main guy. Then he switches from tight end to fullback in the 2016 season. Look at these stats. 25 carries in the year, 39 yards, right? They basically only gave him the ball inside the 2-yard line, had 16 catches, and I'm going to have to look this up later. We'll talk about it maybe on the post-game show. 13 touchdowns for Khalid Hill in 2016. That is insanity. I think you could make an honest point. You could have not been crazy talking trash. That Michigan's fullback that got in maybe 10 to 12 plays a game that year was potentially the leading Heisman candidate about mid-October, end of October before Michigan lost to Iowa the second weekend of November. They were rolling off 50-point games left and right, and he was leading the nation in touchdowns for a while. It was out of control. Obviously, he wasn't going to win the Heisman as a fullback, but 13 touchdowns. Think about this. Zach Charbonnet, who's now at UCLA, set the Michigan all-time record for touchdowns by a freshman at any position, wide receiver, running back, etc. And he had 11 last year. Khalid Hill had 13 touchdowns in 2016 as Michigan's starting fullback because they just gave him the ball anytime they were in the 1-yard line. And I got the proofs in my ear, paging Tim Drevno. I mean, I don't know if Drevno has a job anymore. He was with UCLA for a while. Offensive line coach, running backs coach for a while. I think he got fired like a year ago, and then was coaching at, I don't know, Montana or something like that. So there's no position on the staff for you, but if you're kind of like the offensive line coach at Montana, maybe Jim Harbaugh could match that salary, bring it back to Michigan, and just teach Josh Gattis how to give it to the fullback inside the 1-yard line, so you're not pulling any of that BS we saw last year by lining Joe Milton up at the 6-yard line, have him slam into the line, or Hassan Haskins with the wildcat throw that, of course, never worked and was a complete abomination of a call. Mark Michkowski, Nebraska inexplicably lost to Illinois, but underreportedly, that's a complicated word, has posted some unbelievable offensive and defensive stats against Oklahoma and Michigan State. And it seems like, et cetera, they're better than Wisconsin. What challenges do you see Nebraska posting, including the Husker home Super Bowl intensity? The thing they do in the fourth quarter in a night game, which I'm kind of excited to see on Saturday, where everybody's got these red lights and they just light up the stadium. It is something to see. So that'll be exciting. That's certainly a home field advantage. I hope Jim Harbaugh does what they did last week. Embrace it. Don't act intimidated. Don't act scared. Jump around, get crazy. Hopefully Michigan's in a place in this game where they can do that, where it's not like they're down or something like that. So embrace the crowd. And I do think Nebraska's a lot better team than their 3-3 record would suggest, and certainly are a lot better team than I think anybody thought they would be 2 or 3 weeks ago before you saw that close game against Oklahoma and then that just very near upset of Michigan State. This team runs the option. I think, the sixth highest rate in the country, right? I'm talking about the old school option where the quarterback is, either handing it off or running himself. Not really much of a passing, third thing to go to right there. So Michigan's not faced a lot of teams like that. And we saw with Army in 2019, they really struggled as a team, different defensive coordinator now. And there's nobody running the option a ton like Nebraska will in the pros. So Mike McDonald hasn't faced this type of offense in his time as a defensive coach, really probably ever. But I'm probably optimistic that Jim Harbaugh's faced Scott Frost twice in their coaching careers, dropped 50-plus points on him both times, and has kept Scott Frost's offense below 20 both times, 30, 35-point wins both games. We'll see what happens. Those were at home. Those were with worse Nebraska teams and much better Nebraska. And then obviously the other one was with UCF. Question coming in from Cody. I think this might be our last question of the day. Do you see Northwestern as a trap game before the Michigan State game? I got a one-word answer for this one too, right? I do have a one-word answer for this. We're going to toss up that one-word answer, producer Trace, right there. There you go. I guess we're just skipping. Anyways, my answer is no, okay? My answer is no. We had a graphic for it. It was really intense where it said, Yoder? No, but nevertheless, no, I don't think Northwestern's a trap game. Northwestern is an absolute disaster of a program right now. They had 430 yards put on by Nebraska last week. They had 40 yards or so themselves. Nebraska made them look like they were junior varsity MAC team, and Nebraska was Alabama or the Nebraska of the 90s, something like that. So I'm saying no on this one. And I want to remind you guys one more time, we can skip the no now, guys. Just go to the jersey deal and make sure no one missed the jersey deal from BetUS. When you get going, BetUS, chatsports.com/GoBlue, promo code GoBlue. Go to jersey at chats or email jersey@chatsports.com. Just say, hey, guys, got going? Where's my Michigan jersey at? Here's my account number. We'll ask you some information if you want to kind of get the ball rolling. Send us your size and a screenshot of the bet you made on college football games this weekend or an NFL game tomorrow before the games are over. If you don't do that, no jersey, no soup for you, no jersey for you. Email jersey@chatsports.com. And then one reminder to end the show for the loyals, the reals, the day ones who are watching all the way to the end. Give me your score predictions. If you didn't do it at the beginning of the video, don't forget, go down in the comments and let me know. Michigan, Nebraska, tonight, under the lights in Lincoln. Hopefully we get a win. Go Blue.